the whistle. Tonight we'll be recognizing a young man who is former Bellacino's Player of the Week. Hurley Rebel standout on the football field and on the basketball court. But before we announce a little bit about that, we're going to go into a few other things. And gentlemen, how are things going with you all?
Well, the Reds still are no good.
Some things remain consistent. That's good. Things pretty good on my end, I guess. Can't complain. 10 or 11 days of school left, so counting those down.
Probably 7 for me.
That's what I'm waiting on.
Probably 7 for me.
You ain't went 7 days. So.
been laid up, boys.
About this time of year, everybody's got, I sort of say spring fever. Everybody's ready for summer, but probably nobody as much as teachers are. Last time we were here, we had Grundy standout Derek Endicott, who signed a letter of intent with Emory and Henry, and I saw something the other day, as a matter of fact, on their Twitter feed had Derek on there. I think he had a couple of photos or something with him on there. Any other players you guys heard of? Anything going on?
The McCowans, I think, wrestling at Southwest. And Richie Smith signed to wrestle at Southwest. So
And the Southwest Athletic Program.
Gabe Visor going to Iowa, a Division III school in Iowa. I think I read in the paper.
I haven't heard anything on that yet.
Haven't heard anything about that.
I think I might have, me, even reading. So.
Well, Iowa's a 4-letter word, so I say you may got that right.
Is Iowa a place? Is it state?
It's a place. Couple things real quick. You guys been watching the NBA playoffs?
We have.
No.
Yes.
Well,
Well, we've been watching the Golden State Warrior
Golden
playoffs.
State Warrior playoffs.
I mean, what Golden State does, they'll get down by 20.
Make it interesting.
Yeah.
LeBron's not in it.
Who?
LeBron's not
Who's
in
that?
it.
Who?
Who?
I'm enjoying the fact that he's not in it. I don't know about you.
I definitely am. Which I'm a Lakers fan, so I'm torn.
Yeah, the Lakers fans protesting. You
Yeah.
hear about that? You know, out there protesting and everything. And I'm sure they'll get what they want. And
Well, I mean, Milwaukee and Toronto can battle all they want. I mean,
well, what's that? 2? That's 2-2.
all they're doing is saying they went to the finals.
Yeah, that series is 2-2 right now.
Yeah.
And I like the Bucks. I think they've got a good shot at it.
Well, if one of them's over 6'11".
Well, they're
To be honest, I didn't even know they was playing.
We know.
Basketball.
Well, I don't watch NBA basketball unless it's playoffs. I barely can stand watching the playoffs.
Last basketball game I watched was Virginia Cavaliers
Well, that was
taking it home.
Yeah, well, shout out to Kevin.
I'm just glad they never travel in the NBA.
Yeah. Did you see that Steph Curry triple hop step to the side?
And we wondered, the kids try to mimic that in high school and they get called a walk. No, it ain't.
Yeah, that's true. AAF, the Alliance of American Football, short-lasted league there. Didn't even get to finish the season out and had some financial troubles.
That and they wasn't paying their football players and putting them in.
Well, I've heard, you may know something about this.
Sounded like the ring league.
Sound like the ring. The guy, I can't think of the guy's name now. He bailed him out for about $250 million. A lot of people are saying that he didn't necessarily bail him out for the purpose of investing in the league. They had some proprietary gambling technology that they were going to be using with the AAF, and now he owns that technology, and it's worth a whole lot more than the league.
That's right.
So he's got that. I don't know exactly how it works or anything, but he denies that's the reason he did it.
Well, what they're doing is they're trying to get it where it's legal. They're trying to put it NASCAR next year. You'll be able to wager on race cars, like right there in your seat. Basketball, NBA's trying to get it. NFL's trying to get it. And I'm like,
Wow.
it's just money. It's everything. They ain't worried about winning and losing. It's all about money.
Well, professional sports and money, when you start putting money on it that way.
That's why I think Vince McMahon's XFL go.
Yeah,
It's going to be the old school football.
I've got that down here. It's supposed to be a faster paced game.
That's not gonna go.
Yes, it will.
I really believe
I think it
XFL
will.
is going to shock people.
Because they're going to let the quarterbacks get hit. If you run a slant, it's going to be 1985, and that helmet's going to go up in the stand. So don't you agree?
Yeah,
That's what he's going to do.
Before this,
They're going to sign that waiver. I understand I can get a concussion when I get hit in the face.
Then people's gonna say this is a dog and pony show. the rating's not gonna be good, and it's gonna be downhill.
I don't know, I was very skeptical at first, but
Yeah.
I think now after I visit the website and start looking at some of the hires and stuff, and Mouse Davis is back. He's gonna be coaching, the run and gun, run and shoot there. So I don't know, but I got a funny feeling that it's gonna surprise people. I think it'll be around 2 or 3 years after it starts. Then the biggest news coming out of sports, in probably a long time here, is professional wrestling's coming back to TNT after about a 17 or 18 year absence. All Elite Wrestling is gonna be on there,
And all pay-per-view be streamed.
yeah, streaming pay-per-view. If you got Bleacher Report, if you go there, you'll be able to watch some streaming there.
Max, and I seen that they're
Where
gonna
do y'all
have
see this at?
Cody Rhodes.
I must not
Cody
watch
Rhodes
TV.
versus Dustin Rhodes is a
Justin
match.
Rhodes and Cody Rhodes are going at it, and they've signed a
Rock and
bunch
Roll
of.
Express back.
Hey, Son of Morton.
Midnight
Hey,
Express.
Son of Morton's got a place out there in Kingsport.
Rock and Roll Express is going to wrestle the Briscoe brothers here coming up
Yeah.
very shortly.
They're about 82 and 83 now. ain't they?
62 and 60. I
Oh, we
think.
forgot to mention one thing, speaking of wrestling. Flair beat death again.
Yes,
He chopped it.
That's true. Ric Flair beat death once again. There's reports come out that he was already brain dead. Of course, most people know Ric Flair been brain dead for 70 years, but he survived. And TMZ was wrong on that report. Flair is alive and well.
And be wooing in a few weeks, he
There you
said.
go. All right. Well, enough nonsense and ready to get down to some serious business here. Most of you may be aware of the fact that Southwest Virginia Community College has started an athletic program, and they have been aggressive with this program. They've got wrestling. I'm afraid I'm going to miss something. I don't want to throw everything out there, but one of the sports that they have is men's and women's basketball. In addition to wrestling, some things like cross country. They're going to have softball team,
Tennis,
baseball,
volleyball.
tennis.
They got-
Pretty much they're doing it all. And they've been very aggressive as of late, signing local talent and anybody they can get. And that leads us to why we're here this evening. We want to recognize this young man, but I'm not going to say any more about him. I'm going to turn everything over to Coach here and let him kind of fill you in on it.
All right, we've had this guy on before. He was one of our former Bellicinos Player of the Week for football. This guy's had a great career at Hurley High School on the basketball court and on the football field. I can't say enough about him. I coached him personally for 3 years, and I think he's had over 1,000 yards receiving on the basketball court. He's had he got his 1,000 points for his career. Great work ethic. Kid got a great work ethic and a desire just to get better. I always see him in the weight room, and he's always doing the extra stuff that it takes to get better. Like I said, he's a very coachable kid. Knows how to take coaching, knows how to take criticism, and in this day and time,
That's good.
how many players can you
Yeah.
jump and really get on their butts and they say yes sir, no sir, and I'll do better and give me another shot. Well, this
It's
kid,
definitely dying out.
right, and this kid right here, I know in 2015, 16, played for me and was actually competing for a spot at tight end, and he ended up starting for me all 3 years there, and just did an exceptional job at blocking, catching the ball. Just he was a student of the game. The game, their offense, and just couldn't say enough about him. I could sit here all day and talk about him, but just got a great work ethic, and I know by what I've been around him that he will find a way to be successful at the next level. It might not be next year, it might be the year after, but he will be there, and he will get better, and just a phenomenal guy and a great kid, and just even a better student, a better person. Like you couldn't coach a better kid, and I'd like to welcome Mr. Taylor Justus from Hurley High School on to our show. Congratulations, Mr. Taylor. What's going on, man?
Living life.
All right. Hey, we'll talk a little bit about, what's it like to finish up your career at Hurley? I know, you're probably sad, got a little emotions going on, getting ready to graduate here in a few days and getting ready to take it to the next level of Southwest. Talk a little bit about what it's like been, playing your 4 years of sports at Hurley.
Hurley's home, and Hurley always will be home.
I've been going there ever since I can remember. It's the only place I ever did go to school, and I couldn't be happier. Wouldn't want to go anywhere else. But I'm looking forward to going to the next level and seeing what's next for me.
Okay. What's one of the things that you're going to take with you from Hurley to
I would
apply
say-
to the next level?
I would say just it being a small school and everything, and just there not being much to do in the town, just working out all the time. Even though I am moving to a bigger town, just still going to work out and not letting other things get in the way.
Right. Well, I've sat here and bragged on you this whole time and talked about you, what a coachable player you are, and what a just a great experience it's been for me, for you. I know I coached you my last 3 years, and couldn't ask for a better player on or off the field. And I'm just happy to see you get this opportunity to go to the next level. And like I said, you just bring what you've been doing at Hurley, you'll be successful at the next level.
Yeah, a couple things there. Talking basketball, of course, that's my favorite thing, but,
Guru.
That's my favorite thing. But what type of academic goals do you have? I mean, do you already do you know what you want to do, or?
Yeah, my plan is to go to Southwest and get all of my pre-med stuff done. And then after my 2 years at Southwest, I'll transfer to a bigger college and get a degree in chemistry or biology. And then after that, I'll come back and try to go to the Appalachian School of Pharmacy.
That's awesome. Well, you got your plans made. That's pretty good. Because a lot of kids when they're, and you may have a change of mind, but a lot of kids 18, 19 years old usually don't have a plan, and that usually is part of the problem by not having a plan. Because sometimes if you just have a plan, you'll stick to it, or at least it'll point you in the right direction. You won't be wasting a couple of years, toiling away at something and then decide later on you don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Have you had an opportunity to meet the coach?
I've had the opportunity to meet both the coach and the athletic director, and I know him pretty well. I played AAU basketball with Scotty, the coach, all last summer, and we've started playing a little bit this summer. We haven't gotten to play much, but I couldn't be happier with the coach and athletic director. But I think the world of both of them, and the same with Jason. Ever since the first day I met him, he's just both of them are real class act guys.
Well, with it being a new program and all, you guys are going to be thrown to the wolves.
Yeah.
You're going to get a lot of playing time. That's going to be really valuable. You're going to face some pretty tough competition.
Oh, yeah.
And we talked earlier before the show. And, there's going to be some guys that's moved down a division or so for whatever reason, whether it be not doing well academically. Competition is going to be pretty.
Yeah, competition is definitely going to be tough. They went out and watched the Region 10 tournament, and they said there was a lot of Division I dropout players, but I believe we've been signing some guys here, and we're getting more and more athletic every day, and we're ready to start getting up to college and start ready to put in the work. So
That's what a lot of people, I don't think, understands the level of play, even at a small college.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
At the next level, does understand that a lot of these players have went to that Division I school, that Division II school, and dropped down, and just the quality, maybe couldn't make the grade there, dropped down or whatever, and just the level
Or
of talent.
got in trouble.
Got in trouble.
I mean,
So
people don't, Division III, NAI, anything you play, they're going to be,
some ballers.
yes. Well, you got to look, Cam Newton played at a junior college. Look, one of the best football players to play.
Jimmy Butler and
yes, Butler, that's what I'm saying. That's what people think, this is. Southwest is doing a good thing. I'm glad it's in our area. It gives us something one night, let's go to Southwest, watch a basketball game. Or let's go watch a baseball game, or let's watch a volleyball game. That gives opportunity for our area with athletes like you. And Scotty, which we'll go into that, I'm real big buddies with the Boyd family. Like every one of them, Chris, John, Scotty. Scotty's coached from McClung to you to Irvin. He's coached you all now you all. He's done a real good job. I really think he'll be good for this program at Southwest to get it going and get people in here. But like right now, where they're piling it in there, he's doing a wonderful job of getting our area best athletes over there.
Yeah.
He's doing a great job on that, and I really think that will help. And the thing is, you get to go compete. I mean, lose, win, whatever, you get to go to school,
That's
you get
right.
to play basketball, and
What you
you get
love.
to compete.
Yeah.
And that's what you like to do. And, you know, you've got your plan out, you know what you wanna do. That's awesome. I mean, I mean, you got your head on right. You know exactly the steps you gotta take and go. And believe me, you're on the right road. I feel like I'm a pharmacist. I know a little bit about it. But you're on the right track, and you've got your head on right. I mean, you're a smart human being.
I know that, you know, far as, I don't think we'll have a problem with him going to class and doing stuff like that, cause he's asking me for the weight room key at 5:30 a.m. before I even get on my bus, so, you know, and that's the type of work ethic and the type of dedication that it takes to make it at the next level. You know, you can have all the talent in the world, but if you're not accountable and responsible, you ain't going.
Oh, that's weird. Why don't you, when I call and ask for the weight room key at 5:30, why don't you give it to me?
There's only certain people allowed to have it. Like,
Oh,
I don't even know
oh,
if I'm
that's
allowed to
right,
have
that's
it.
right.
I don't think you're allowed to have it either. That's
Uh,
a very precious thing over there in
Yeah.
hot commodity. What's the time frame moving forward with basketball? I mean, when will you be in the gym, when your first game and all that stuff?
I believe school starts in August, so we'll get moved out there and everything in August, late July, start moving in. And as soon as we get there, I believe we can start doing workouts with our athletic trainer, but the head coach just can't be around us in the gym or anything. So we'll be hitting the weight room and we'll be shooting on our own and working out on our own in the gym and stuff. And then I believe come October is when actual practice starts with the head coach and everything.
I seen the schedule, it looked pretty brutal.
But also on the schedule, they are some winnable, I
Oh, yeah.
mean,
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
I mean, you all be able to compete, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying, but some of them conference
I mean,
games.
there's games that I would want to go watch.
Yeah.
You know, based on what I saw on that schedule there. I think it's gonna be good. It's like Coach Cricket said, it's another good outlet. for
And the biggest thing, like Greg can tell you, and when you go play at the next level, when you first get out there, it's so much different, so much
Oh,
faster.
definitely.
And you know, I was pretty fast in school. So,
Yeah.
but
Other news.
no, but it's just you'll enjoy it and you'll adjust to it, and it's the best time you'll have. Now, high school sports you'll never forget, but playing college sports it's fun. It's awesome, and you get to meet new people and travel and see different places, and that's what I liked about it.
Yeah.
What if these 2 years go really good and opens up another opportunity?
That's the plan.
Would
That-
you still
yeah,
continue
That's
playing?
the plan. I'm really wanting to go to the next level after the NJCAA and go to the NCAA and see what I can do
And
with
that's
that.
a possibility.
Yeah, I have no idea where I want to go yet, but we'll just see what opportunities open for me.
Good.
You got the plan ahead, man, so, hey, you sound like you're on track, you know what you wanna do, you got the plan laid out, so, we wish you all the luck, man, and I think,
We'll be rooting for you, definitely.
Appreciate it.
You know, even at small colleges, very few people get this opportunity, so make sure you take advantage of it. And
Oh, yeah, this is a wonderful opportunity for you. You need to seize that opportunity for sure.
And also, Jason Vincel, Scotty Boyd, we need some Southwest shirts and some hats.
Yeah.
If you want us to
and a banner, maybe.
banner, we need a Southwest banner. We'll put you out there, Flying Eagles. I heard they got the voice of the Eagles. You all might know him.
Yeah, I think I've heard of him.
Y'all know him?
Yeah, the Bullet.
The
The Bullet.
The Bullet Bill Krieger is the
Bill
voice
Krieger.
of the Eagles. Don't know why they didn't ask me.
Can imagine.
I mean,
Another thing, if I'm not mistaken, and if I am, Scotty Boyd or Jason Vincel will cover it. No admission fee for this year. You can go for free and watch the games, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm not commenting on
So if
that.
that's not true, they'll cover it. But I'm pretty sure that's the case. So they want
If
you
that's
to
not
do that.
true, Coach Moore will pay your way in.
Yeah.
Is there any other players from around the area, you know, that sign basketball wise?
Yeah, Brett.
Yeah, we got Brett Boyd from Homemaker. He said that's Scotty's son, and
Scotty Ball. Did
No,
Scotty make it?
I don't believe he signed, no. And then we got Noah Atwood from Georgia with. We got Alec Anderson from Christiansburg. He played at Honaker his senior season. There's a few guys locally.
Couple of Tennessee High around that area.
We got a couple. I think
They did it. Scotty done a great job getting the kids from the area around. They're gonna, and it's sad that they won't charge to get in, because that's a good way to, people will come in the area, charge $5, $4, but like I said, I think they had we heard, rumor is they got a big donor that helped them get it going, so.
Well, that's always helps.
That helps,
And, you know,
so.
if you buy, offering the free admission, people don't have an excuse, you want something to do.
And you can bring your kid,
Bring your
it's
kids.
getting tough, and you can tell, and like I said, I officiated some of Taylor's games, played well. It reminds you of Curry running around there, everybody was guarding him, he'd have to go through 16 screens to try to get the ball. And you could tell some of the crowds were down some, because when you play 3 or 4 times a week, and you've got 4 or 5 in a family, it's tough, and that's how the school makes their money in high school. And I think there's, I don't know, a way of selling a pass or doing something to help get the attendance back up, because I know it's hard on some people in our area right now.
That's another good opportunity.
Well, Mr. Taylor, man, we wish you luck. We'll be, hopefully get up and catch a game or two, and I'll still give you a hard time.
Still give me a hard time.
But hey, we
I'm used to it.
appreciate you coming on,
Yeah,
man.
appreciate
it.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Congratulations.
Thank
Good
you.
luck.
All right. I did have one more thing before we close out the show here this evening. A little thing that I picked up there. It was a note, I'm trying to think here, I've got it on my Twitter feed. I want to make sure that I get this right. Basketball rules changes. This is something new that just came out this year. Basketball players will be allowed to roll their shorts. I know that.
To their kneecaps.
In the past, that's been something that has been very strictly enforced by a few people. And it's flipping those shorts and rolling them down a little bit. Well, now they can do it, and I think the world is probably a better place because of it. I know a couple people will probably be looking for a job now that they changed that rule, but that's the way it goes.
Well,
There's always
guys,
consequences.
I officiated, and we were told, and it come from the commissioner and everything, if they had showed up and we allowed them to do that, that was on us, we were in trouble. But, some people put an emphasis on it,
Yeah.
and we tried to do it, but guess what? Just let them play. If they're not, I'm glad it changed it back, because it's a lot of headache off the officials. But when they put a rule in, we have to do it. And
We'll let you work.
I know one thing, boys, Cecil Coleman won't know what to do. We'll finally get the game started on time. Love reffing with Cecil, love it. He would go through 30 minutes of telling them how to wear that uniform.
Man, we have some fun with these guys about this. We call them the fashion police, but like Coach said there, they give them the rules. They tell them you got to do it. Ain't no different if you're a law enforcement official.
I can't believe Coach Moore won't mention them names after putting it on
Oh,
Twitter.
you're talking about-
Ain't that right, Johnny Poole?
Johnny Poole.
I know you've seen it.
Frank Wolford there. I'm sure they're probably disappointed because of this new rule change. But guys, look at it this way: you have more free time now before the game.
That's the truth.
Anything else? Anything high school football related you want to mention before we miss this meeting here we've got?
Football.
Well, it's around the corner. Mountain Mayhem, Twin Valleys Jamboree will take place there the second week of the season on Saturday. And they got a lot of teams coming there. I'm afraid I'll miss one, but Ryco, Northwood, Lebanon's going to be there. Holston's going to be there. Castlewood, Twin Valley, of course, Riverview, West Virginia, and I might be missing one. I'm not sure exactly what it is. There's about 8 of them, but that'd be
It comes,
football local.
it comes quick, guys. Once school's out,
I think Tony Palmer up at Graham is having some kind of showcase up there on June 1st or 2nd that weekend on that Sunday. So for some local athletes that maybe want to get some exposure.
hey, he's got it going on. I mean,
Up there at Graham.
that's right. You follow his Facebook page, man. He's got his kids working. They're buying into that, boys, and I'm on the verge. Just going
We
down
still
there and
got-
buying that cream, boys.
We still got that
I'm
man's
not,
cream.
no,
on.
hey,
Yeah.
boys, it's gonna, I might have to buy that Palmer cream.
I don't know about that.
I might buy
Oh,
the
hey.
Palmer queen.
The only time he was
Cream.
here, the only time he was here 2 hours early was when Richlands beat Ridgeview that day, that week.
Yeah.
Boys, I told you, I mean, how can you not pick at?
Hey, we told you Grant was gonna win the beat, right?
Well, sometimes you miss, son. Sometimes you miss, son.
Well, I don't have anything else, you guys.
Good to go.
All right, once again, we'd like to congratulate Taylor Justus from Hurley High School signing with the Flying Eagles of Southwest, and be sure to stop by and check him out on the basketball court there this coming winter, this coming winter. Until next time,
Coach Krieger.
Coach Tester.
I'm Coach Moore.
Takes the snap, short.